Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Bing Ads webinar presented by Logical Position and Microsoft. We are really excited to have you here, and we thank you for joining us. We have lots of great content to go over. We have representatives from Logical Position and from Microsoft to go over the ins and outs of Bing Ads and how they can help you and your business. We hope to answer any questions you might have. And we do want to mention we do have an Xbox to give away for one of you who has decided to join us here. So thank you so much for taking the time to hear from us. We are going to go ahead and get started here with our presentation. So just a quick introduction. My name is Tim Benson. I'm a search team lead here at Logical Position.
And hi, my name is Kevin Zaccanelli, and I'm a Bing Ads Manager here at Logical Position.
Hi, my name is Simona Lowen. I'm a Senior Partner Manager at Bing working with Logical Position.
Excellent. So a brief synopsis of what we're going to cover today. We're going to start with Simona to just go over Bing as far as where it fits into the marketplace. What are the benefits you can have working with Bing Ads, as well as some of the projects that are on the horizon and where your Bing Ads could go to in the future. Then Kevin and myself will dive into how we integrate Bing Ads Management into our services here at Logical Position, how that dovetails with what you're doing on the AdWords side of things, a bit about our approach to Bing Ads, and also a case study to just kind of illustrate the success we've had working with Bing thus far. And then we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, we would love them. There is a question module that should show up on your screen. Please feel free to submit those as questions arise. We will be addressing questions and answers towards the end of the presentation here, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. And then finally, don't forget, last but not least, we do have an Xbox to give away for one of you who has joined us today. So we're going to start with Simona to speak about Bing Ads in depth, and I will pass it to her right now.
Thanks. So let's see if we can get this slide flipped. So first things first, I would like to congratulate Logical Position for winning Bing's Partner of the Year Award for North America, as well as the Channel Partnership of the Year Award for North America at the Global Bing Partner Awards this month. Being a Bing Elite Partner means that Logical Position is able to leverage exclusive access to trainings, marketing, and pilots with us at Bing Ads to enhance their services. So we work together really closely to build and optimize sustainable accounts that drive value for their customers. So quick agenda for the Microsoft Bing section. Essentially, we have three components. We want to learn about Bing's unique position in the marketplace, take advantage of Bing's reach, and improve your ROI with Bing. And also see how many times I can say Bing in a single presentation. So Bing is different than what it was when it was formed almost 9 years ago. It is so much more than a search box confined to a web page. It's the intelligence that spans not just across Microsoft products, but also platforms and partners. So Bing is a connection point across the products that people use every single day. As a company, our unique ability to power the operating systems that are used every single day, from PCs to tablets, phones, and consoles, gives us the opportunity to truly put Bing everywhere. You can see Bing's intelligence powering some of Microsoft's most exciting innovations, from Cortana to voice search in Xbox One to the search experience in Windows 10, which we'll get into in a couple slides. You can also search directly in Office, so you can stay focused on what you're doing and not getting pulled out of your work to find things. Bing is in phones, we're in PCs, and we're in new devices every single day. So going back to the Bing integration in Windows 10, Bing is the default search engine across multiple touchpoints in Windows 10. We're in the taskbar, the voice search functionality of Cortana, and we're the default search engine of Microsoft Edge. Windows 10 is now on 600 million plus devices, and that growth will continue with the goal of reaching 1 billion devices. We will see a lot of growth as business customers roll out Windows 10 within their organizations. 48% of Bing searches are from Windows 10 owned and operated. So Bing's success on the PC should be a factor that plays into your media buying decisions. A lot of critical and important consumer behaviors are happening on the PC, which we'll get to in just a few slides. Bing is everywhere and we're growing. The Bing network includes Bing-powered ads displayed on Bing.com, Microsoft-owned sites, and third-party publisher sites. Bing owned and operated includes Microsoft owned and operated websites and products that display ads, including Outlook, Skype, and MSN. Within Bing, your ads can serve on not just our owned and operated sites, but also some of those of our key partners, such as Yahoo, AOL, Amazon, and Apple. Also, our high-quality syndication partners include CBS Interactive and the Wall Street Journal. Those are also a key component of our growing reach. So going into something that everybody talks about a lot, which is mobile. So mobile devices and mobile growth is on the rise. Today, 25% of Bing's total network volume is from mobile. We've seen good growth in our mobile syndication business and a 5x increase in mobile syndication clicks year over year. We've improved our mobile experiences and that has increased click-through rate by 58% year over year. We also see significant PC paid click share across verticals. So we recommend including Bing into your search marketing strategy because regardless of the campaign, this is an audience that engages with us across industries. You'll note here that we have a substantial share of paid clicks across categories like retail, health, business, finance, and automotive. I want to talk a minute about Bing's audience. So our audience is diverse. People on Bing are demographically diverse. We reach an equal amount of women as well as men, married as well as single people, and half as many people under 45 as over 45. We have a high percentage of college educated and high income earners, which, as you guys know, turn into very valuable customers and consumers. Also, the Bing audience is unique. While we're bigger than people think, what's truly different about us and what differentiates us is the makeup of our audience. Bing has 63 million searchers that cannot be found on Google. 27% of the clicks that we get come from searches that are unique to the Bing network and are not replicated elsewhere. Also, 16% of the monthly searches that we get are brand new searches. They've never been searched on before. And I'd like to conclude this section with just a quick note about improving your ROI. Based on internal data, we've seen conversion rates on the Bing network increasing year over year while cost per acquisition has decreased. So it's just a little bit about how Bing can work for you and your business.
All right, thank you, Simona, for sharing those valuable insights about the Bing Ads network. So hi, everyone. My name is Kevin Zaccanelli, and I'm the Bing Ads manager at Logical Position. And I'll be sharing with you why we run AdWords plus Bing together to produce the best results for your business. So first, let's get into our mission statement, which is to grow businesses around the world with industry-leading digital strategies. And you've seen how we accomplish this goal with AdWords, but how does Bing play into the mix? How can we use Bing to reach more customers beyond what we do with AdWords alone? So long story short, running ads on Bing can generate more leads for your business. Use the Bing Ads audience to expand your marketing reach. Both AdWords and Bing help businesses like yours reach your customers, but the two platforms connect with audiences in different ways. Like Simona mentioned, it reaches beyond Bing.com. It uses networks like Cortana, Alexa, MSN, Yahoo, Outlook, and many more. So to capture that full audience, businesses need to diversify their approach to include Bing in their marketing strategy. And this is how Logical Position can place your ads in front of the most relevant searchers, growing your business to its maximum potential. So let's take a look at some stats. And you've seen these stats before. Simona already brought them up, but I want to share them with you again. 66 million searchers are not reached on Google who can be reached on Bing. and there's nearly 6 billion monthly searches on Bing and growing. And my favorite stat, 1 out of every 3 desktop searches in the US are performed on the Bing Ads network. So go on Bing.com, do a search for the products and services that you offer. I know you'll see results on your screen and you can see it for yourself. So we want your business to be exposed to these customers. These users are searching for the same keywords that you're already bidding on in AdWords. If you're not set up with Bing, you're not competing in these auctions, and more importantly, you're not winning new customers. So we know the audience is there. Now it's just a matter of reaching them effectively. So complement your existing pay-per-click strategy with Bing. We've shown you that we know how to reach customers with AdWords. The next step is to use that knowledge and experience we've gained as a launching pad for successful Bing campaigns. In the work we've done so far together, we've honed in on strategies and campaigns that have already worked for your company. That is the foundation that we can easily transfer over to Bing, which Tim will cover in our approach to Bing in just a moment. But we want you to leverage that foundation to run AdWords and Bing together, which gives you the best bang for your buck.
All right, thank you, Kevin. So we've covered obviously a lot of what makes Bing so valuable and why it's a valuable platform to grow your business. But I'm sure you're curious, just how we roll that into our services here at Logical Position and dovetail that with what's working on AdWords. And so let's dig into that a little bit and just go over our approach and how we're able to make Bing Ads a success. So the first thing I want to mention is that if you're listening to this webinar, you're obviously running AdWords and you started there. So at Logical Position, we have all of that data to go off of, and that gives us a huge edge, and we've already cleared a lot of the hurdles that we have to go over. Really, a lot of what happens in the early goings on of AdWords campaigns is that we're ironing out a lot of the details and working out a lot of the kinks. And so when we're starting on AdWords, we're doing a lot of rebuilding, we're doing a lot of constant fine tuning and just figuring out what doesn't work for PPC ads in general. And so by the time we've decided to work with Bing, we've really gotten a lot of the issues worked out and figured out how to hone in on our highest quality traffic. And how do we do that exactly? Well, here's a couple examples. When we start on AdWords, a lot of what we're doing is identifying negative keywords to implement into those campaigns, because we've realized what are some potential landmines that our search terms might be triggering, and what are some things that are closely related from a search term perspective, but not exactly the right type of search that we need to be showing up for. So by the time we decide to roll things over to Bing, we already have a great list of negative keywords to implement into our campaigns so that we can really refine our traffic. Also, we probably would have already identified what is a solid budget ratio and figured out, how much should go into campaign A and how much should go into campaign B. We've really ironed out a lot of the details as far as which search terms necessitate the most budget, where our dollars are most effectively spent. And, perhaps the most valuable thing we have is we already have a set of keywords that are converting. We already know what searches are out there that are bringing us the most business, and we can really cherry pick and isolate those to implement onto the Bing Ads platform. It really saves us a lot of time and effort. We will have already worked out a lot of the major issues through PPC, and we can just focus on the good stuff once we roll things over to Bing. Now, the process is a lot easier than you might think. Bing allows us a lot of resources and tools to really seamlessly bring over our work onto the Bing platform. So they have an auto import tool that allows us to basically just upload the structure and the nuts and bolts of our AdWords campaigns, so that we don't have to, take another 10 business days to build out a brand new set of campaigns. We can import what has already been built out and fine tune it and adjust it as necessary with our specific budget for the Bing ad side of things. We also have the ability to cap on new opportunities. If we see that there are certain keywords that are doing really well in general, we can bid up on those on Bing right away and hit the ground running. We don't have as much testing to do if we already have so much data to work with. And obviously, nothing on pay-per-click advertising is worth doing if you can't track your success. It's really important, just like on Bing as it is in AdWords, to have that sense of attribution and to have some transparency as far as how well your campaigns are doing. So to do that, we really use a lot of the same processes that we use on the AdWords side of things. So getting conversion tracking, call tracking, all the things that make our AdWords campaigns a success are very easily applicable to the Bing Ads platform as well. So there's really no loss in attribution. There shouldn't be any, missed opportunities because we can't see what's going on. Kevin and Bing have done a great job of allowing our staff here at Logical Position to easily implement conversion tracking so we can know just how many leads, how many sales, how many phone calls are being generated through Bing Ads. And we have the same level of transparency through Bing that we would through any other of our channels.
Awesome, thank you, Tim. So you've heard about the Bing Ads network, why LP incorporates it into our strategy, and how we approach getting set up on Bing. So now I want to share with you a brief customer success story highlighting the results a bamboo flooring company experienced by adopting Bing Ads. So Tom Goodham started Trinity Bamboo in 2016. In need of a marketing strategy to promote his new business, Tom partnered with Logical Position. And after 2 months of success on AdWords, Tom took our recommendation to further grow his business by expanding his advertising efforts with Bing Ads. So what were their goals? They had just opened their doors, so Tom needed to quickly gain exposure and drive qualified traffic to his website. And since the company's sales cycle was relatively long, because remember, we're selling hardwood floors, so not exactly a one-day turnaround time for conversions. So it was important that we establish a steady stream of new leads. And in joining the Bing network, we aimed to capture a new market that wasn't being reached before. So the most important part, the results, what happened? Within the first month, we instantly saw a 43% increase in traffic. And over the company's first year running Bing Ads campaigns, it netted 30% more leads for the year. Had it just only been running on AdWords, we got 30% more leads for the year with Bing. And during that same time period, Trinity Bamboo's success on Bing steadily increased as its search campaigns and shopping ads were clicked more often. So we were comparing the first 6 months of the year to the second half of the year, and we saw a 39% increase in clicks, a 157% increase in the click-through rate, which is measuring the relevancy of our ads, the clicks divided by the amount of impressions. And as a result, we generated 50% more sales 6 months over 6 months, which is of course attributed to our continued optimization within the account provided by Tim and his team. So the conclusion, we leveraged the work and the success with AdWords and seamlessly transferred our strategy over to Bing, which resulted in 30% more leads for Tom and kept his sales pipeline full throughout the year. All right, so before I pass it off to Tim, who's going to discuss how to get started, I just wanted to touch on a few benefits of Bing and LP. And that first benefit is exclusive access to pilots, betas, and features. We are a Bing Ads Elite partner, so we receive early access to the latest products and features that help your account grow. Second, technical support. We don't wait on hold for technical support. Questions and product feedback are handled immediately by our partner support team, just one phone call away. And lastly, working directly with Bing to improve systems. Pay-per-click marketing is always evolving, and we help shape its future by providing expert feedback to ensure tools, features, and products provide value to advertisers like you.
Okay, so now we're going to touch briefly on just how to get started integrating Bing Ads Management into your service agreement here at Logical Position. And it's really a pretty easy process, but before I even get into that, I want to outline some of the perks that we have for you if you do decide to add Bing Ads to your management. And I want to start by mentioning the $250 spend match. So once you spend your first $250 on ads on the Bing Ads platform, Bing will match and offer $250 off. We are also offering an Amazon Echo Dot for anyone who adds Bing Ads Management to their agreement with us. And one of the best parts is that there's no additional fee as far as your management fee is concerned. You only have to pay for the ad spend itself on Bing Ads, but with the build out of the new campaigns, with ongoing management of the Bing Ads platform, it's no change to your management fee. So to get started, it's really very simple. Just contact your existing account manager for more info. Just express to them what you're looking to accomplish, what your priorities are on the Bing Ads platform, and we will take it from there. We have all the tools and all the resources necessary to get Bing Ads campaigns going. We just need to hear from you what your goals are and how we can go about getting started. So just contact your account manager. Logical Position will take it from there. So that wraps up our content, but we'd love to hear from you. A reminder, if you have any questions, there is a question module on the side of your screen. We would love to hear from you. We want to make sure you have all the information you need. I do want to remind everyone in just a minute here, we are going to give away an Xbox to one listener who joined us today. So stick around for that. But let's go ahead and dive into some questions that were submitted throughout the webinar here. So the first one we have is, how much should I spend on Bing compared to AdWords? And Kevin, I think kind of our general guideline is that we want to spend about 25% on Bing as we are on AdWords. Is that where you would put it?
Yeah, 25% of your AdWords budget. That's a great starting point to launch your Bing campaigns.
Okay, great. Our next question is, how long does it take to set up? I mean, it really doesn't take that long at all. Bing has done a great job of giving us, a lot of resources to make it a really seamless and quick build out. So, I would say, anywhere from just 1 to 2 business days tops, as far as getting new Bing campaigns up and running.
Yeah, absolutely, I would agree. Well, it looks like we might have a question here that maybe Simona, you might want to jump in on. It's, does Bing offer things that AdWords doesn't have? Simona, you want to take that one?
Sure. So one of the things that we do is we offer more granular controls at different levels than AdWords. We tend to have a lot of parity, but we also have more robust device targeting options, more granular controls, more transparency over partner traffic targeting, as well as more control over search demographic targeting.
Great, thank you. And I think we've got one last question here, and it is, can I still track phone calls using Marchex or CallRail? And the answer is, of course. Bing has the tracking template. It transitions seamlessly over from AdWords, so we can definitely track your Marchex and your CallRail calls through the Bing Ads interface. Absolutely.
Okay, I believe that's all the questions we have. So we would like to go ahead and give away an Xbox to someone who has joined us here today. And the lucky winner of the Xbox today goes to Kelly Conway with BLR Sign Systems. Congratulations, Kelly. Thank you for joining us today. Your account manager is going to reach out to you to make sure we get the right address for you and make sure we can get all of the logistics hammered out to get you this Xbox. So thank you, Kelly, and thank you to everyone else who joined us today. We hope this was informative. Bing is definitely a great value add, and hopefully this clears up, just how strong of a value that is. And we would love to hear from you. If you have questions about it, feel free to reach out to your account manager to learn even more or to get started. So from all of us at Logical Position and from Microsoft, we want to thank you again for joining us here today, and hopefully you're walking away with some really valuable information as far as how Bing can help your business.